What's up, guys? It's Mechanics Garage coming at you. Today we are out here in mid-Ohio, in Lexington, Ohio. We are going to participate and go check out the Honda Indy car event. As you see, we got credentials right here, dog. Yeah, we got pit passes. What you know about that? So we about to go check this out right now. We got a few people we're riding with. Got one car in front, one car in the back. And we're gonna try to see if we can figure out where we're supposed to park at. But check out this AMG GT right here. Blitzkrieg, that's nasty. This guy right here's got a nice 350Z. If he'll pull up on me. He's farting around. All right, we're gonna try to see if we can figure out where we're supposed to park. All right, guys, you can hear the cars riding by. You know what this looks like, guys? It looks like welcome to Race Wars. Get your cars ready. You know what we do out here? We only live our lives a quarter mile at a time. I couldn't help it. I had to do that. All right, guys, we're out here walking around trying to find our tour guide. So we're going to take a shortcut instead of going back around to the top and go through the paddock gate, sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment. We love Summit. We always find stuff from our cars from there. So we're about to go pass through this way and see if we can find what we're looking for. Oh, check it out back here. This is what I'm talking about. This is where the cars got the cars pitted at. This is where they get everything together. It's got advanced engine research. It's got Indy NXT. Oh, look at all the tires they got over here. Check out the cars. That's freaking cool.
That is sweet.
Check them out. They got the whole front end of the car sitting out here. I guess that's to kind of help you learn like which company or which team is racing what. This is pretty sweet. Over here they got Shell gas, the official renewable race fuel for the Indy race. Let's see who else they got back here. You got HRC, even though HRC, that's Honda Racing Champions. Team Penske. I think this is where we're going. We're part of Team Penske. Oh, check it out. They're about to pull the car passes. Oh, check it out, guys. This is sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Wicked. That is so wicked. Nice. Nice. There's a lot of guys in this heat. All these guys are pulling in to get their cars checked out. You got those guys pit crews coming through. So we're trying to figure out where we're supposed to go. We've got Team Penske in our badges, but they had us come around here to the side. I think they're gonna get us set up for like a tour. So we got our friends from CDW and Hitachi over here who kind of helped us out. They're gonna try to show us where we're supposed to be going here. So let's see if we can figure it out.
This is our garage space, so we have our three cars. It's our number 2, our number 3, and our number 12. They are Scott McLaughlin, which drives the number 3. You've got the number 12 driven by Will Power, and then you've got our back-to-back Indy 500 champion, Jason Newgarden, who also pilots the Hitachi car. So that's a great thing. But when you think about the garage space, this is just temporary. You know, so for us, we bring in these scales here. These are scales that we travel with, and the square part. We have our little scales here. We have airlines that go in the back of the car when they roll in, because we can't necessarily fit a jack under the car, so they have air jacks on board. So first thing people see on a pit stop, they'll run in, pit crew over the wall, and they'll plug an airline in the back, and it jacks the car up. So then they'll take tires off, put tires back on. So same thing in here. There's an airline that's running all through here. They'll plug it up and make sure that it's focused on trying to get it in the air. This area is where we make a lot of our adjustments before then we'll run a string line down the side just to make sure that the car is square. Because you're racing the car going 170, 185 miles an hour down the back stretch, diving into a corner, you could hit some rumble strips. You hit rumble strips, it's like vibrating the whole car, so something's bound to come loose at some point. It's all about preventative maintenance and figuring out how to catch that before it actually happens and something breaks. So that's where these come in. Anytime we come in, we put those on the car, check alignment, we'll check our square, our toe, camber capture, all of that. That normally takes us 5 minutes, something like that. Once you do it so many times, it gets repetitive. And then we'll do a little tech session before we go out for the race here in a couple hours. But this area is really important for us. I like Mid-Ohio is such a cool place because this looks like a bench in my garage. At our place, we're so used to being that Penske Perfect where everything you can eat off of the floor if you wanted to. So it's really cool to kind of come back to the roots of racing, and in a road course like this is really challenging. It's about 40 feet wide, so it's really narrow. Passing opportunities only come at certain points on the track. Going into turn 2, which is you cross down here, go around turn 1 and dive into turn 2, which is way down, long straightaway into a hairpin. That's a passing opportunity. And then once you come out of here, the fastest part of the track going into turn 4 is another passing opportunity. So you'll be able to see who's on the right strategy of tires versus fuel, because the way that they save fuel is they lift early into the corner. So when you lift early, it takes you everything out of the car, it doesn't burn as much fuel. But if you're quarter throttle, half throttle going down the straightaway, people are going to blow your doors off. So it's really important for us to have a strategy going into the race, and fuel strategy, tire strategy is big. The tires behind us right here, we have 2 sets of tires within the IndyCar series that Firestone provides. It's a primary tire, which is a black sidewall. Then we have the red sidewalls, which are an alternate tire. Now this is the same compound that will also run on a street course, but with a renewable effort that Firestone has worked with a lot of teams on it's the alternate tire, but it's got a green sidewall. So if you have a chance to go walk by the Firestone booth, which is kind of up and around up the hill, you'll see a green sign there. So that's blended with a bush from Brazil. It's called the Waioli bush, and it has so much polymers within that bush and mixed in with the rubber of the tire that it's at sustainable effort. So really, really cool to be able to see Firestone, taking it to the next level with tire development, and the drivers love the tire. They said it performs just as good as the Reds do. So it's really unique there. But when you think about tires, you have to run both sets at least once during the race. So if we start on primaries and we go 40 laps on primaries, we could go back to primaries, but towards the end of the race we have to run the Reds at least once. So you'll see teams that maybe towards the back of the pack they might start with Reds because it's a softer compound, the tire comes in faster, but it falls off a lot faster too. So you might get 25, 28 laps into it, depending on how hard you're driving. And then also with the hybrid system, we're increasing horsepower now. We're over 800 horsepower in the car. And over, I think last time we had an 800 horsepower was 20 years ago, I believe. So more horsepower makes the drivers happier. But it's a lot more wear and tear on the wheels and tires. Because when you think about the tire packages that we run, we have to prepare for not only a little bit of heavier weight because we have the storage of energy on board with batteries and generators and things like that. It also, you got to put that power to the ground. So you're putting more stress on the tires, going from 750 horsepower to over 800. So it'll be interesting to see how everything works this weekend, because in the past they've put over 25,000 hours with the IndyCar series on this new hybrid system. So knock on wood, no one should have any issues. But it's as of right now, it's a manual system that the drivers have to turn on and off. On the steering wheel, you'll see a lot of hand movements, because not only are they shifting, they're adjusting brake bias. So if they want more brakes in the front versus more brakes in the rear, we start to see them click knobs and things, and just making changes going 170 miles an hour down the road. It's not a big deal. So it's really cool to see the focus that comes from the drivers, and that comes from a lot of training and sim work during the week, because they've already ran this course with the sim package, and that's the hybrid package. So they'll plug in the entire program into a simulator that's from Chevrolet. It's their factory simulator. just like racing a regular car. They map the track out, and they'll make changes throughout the week on what they believe based off of humidity, based off of temperature. Because right now, if it's 73 degrees, sun shining on the track temperature might be closer to 100, maybe a little bit higher, and that's going to affect the grip on the tires. So we program all of that, hoping that meteorologists are right on the weather, and we're able to unload with speed. So we call unloading with speed is really important because you don't have to make a ton of changes to the car to try and have speed. When you go into your first practice session and into qualifying, you're pretty much at a great baseline. But overall, I mean, you never know when a caution's going to come out. So you can have the best strategy in the world and say, hey, we're going to go a two-stop strategy, and we're going to come in for fuel at this lap, and then all of a sudden the caution comes out and it throws a wrench in the whole equation. So you got to be able to think quick on your feet. That's why we hire the best people, and they stay with us for a long time. So a lot of our investment that comes from our side of recruiting comes from people that have been in the business a long time. I was telling the group before that we've got people that are on the cars that are 20 plus years, tuned in Indy cars, and it's a great atmosphere that we have here at Penske, because all the way from Penske Automotive Group all the way to Penske Technologies, Penske umbrella, Roger takes care of his people, and that's why we keep coming back. For us, our most important asset is human capital.
All right, guys, we're with Tim Penske right here on pit row. Got the pit crew back here. You guys are getting ready. Yeah, one of the cars out here. You can see the view from TV. This is awesome.
So this was a grid set that we ran yesterday at practice and qualifying. So you can see, you feel the difference.
Oh, wow.
So feel the difference of this. This is just rubber as they're going around the track. So you can see
all the rocks and everything it picked up.
Rolls from the outside of the tire to the inside of the tire, because the way that the tires are set up as they're going around, and they'll constantly keep wiping this clean. But when we make stuff,
Team Penske's firing up. That was a fast pitch. Ain't no way I can change the tire right quick. Down here you can see the track temperature down here. Right here it's 98 degrees. Yeah, they just we decided to walk away from the track and come on look at the Firestone booth. These guys over here have like wheel and tire machines. They're getting the wheels ready for the races. They're doing some serious work over here. These guys are awesome. Breaking them down, balancing them, getting them going. Super cool. Those are some big, heavy tires. Look at those wheels. Hey, they're using OZ racing wheels. We used to run these on Hondas back in the day.
Isn't it also interesting that we're allowed to be this close to all this stuff?
So cool. So right now we're behind the scene between the semi trucks. We got a little meet and greet area going on here. We're gonna try to see if we can meet the drivers. Here's the driver of the number 3 car right here, Scott. Scott just walked through for a split second, so we're gonna wait to see if we can catch one of the other drivers.
Hey!
Hey, hey,
Let's go guys in the truck!
We had Will's just getting some lunch in. You gotta have energy for the race. So, all good there. How you feeling?
Yeah, better. That's good. I've been real sick, but I don't want to infect anyone.
We're gonna keep our distance.
Unfortunately, I got some flu, but I finally slept last night, so I'm feeling better. Yeah, so
We have our Hitachi group. We've got a Snap-on group. So they're all good. We had a tour earlier this morning, so we had some fun. They said their favorite part of today is going to be the race. So we're excited to see that. But
Nice.
if anybody has any questions for Will, happy to answer some stuff. I'm sure he's heard it all. He's got a great answer for Will said.
anyone got any questions?
So do you guys switch out drivers between the race in each car?
No, we don't. No.
You drive the whole...
Same driver.
So how many laps are you typically doing in the race? Like for today?
I don't know what is today. What is today? 95 or 90 laps, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, physical race.
Wow.
Physical race. There you go.
Strategy-wise today, you think...
Look at Will being cool. He's signing autographs for the kiddos.
Today could be 2 or 3, yeah. We might go for a 3-stop race instead of 2 pit stops. Pit early, get on good tires, catch the back of the field again, then they pit, you go long and you jump in a couple. So that, because we qualify badly, that could be an option. That pin doesn't work very well. Yeah, actually the black one does work nice.
Thank you.
Well, I heard you got to store cap down.
Yeah.
Cap up and drink it dry.
All right, guys, we had a good time out here at Mid-Ohio watching the race. So we are done for the day. It's getting hot. It's close to 90 degrees now. So it's time for us to get on out of here. So we will catch you guys on the next one. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Tell other people to follow us. Peace.